So, what are the loss of the conservative family? The Wellens family has lost much of its functions. However, Ronald advocate for the family institution has argued that the institution has just supplemented to the functions performed by the family. It has not overtaken the vital functions that are being performed by the family. Even though Fletcher admitted that the family has largely lost media production, however, still maintains a vital economic function of consumption. Particularly in the case of the modern home center family money is spent and in the name of the family rather than the name of the individual. So, particularly in the case of the modern home centered family, money is spent on in the name of the family rather than the individual. Thus, the modern family demands fitted carpets, three-piece suits, washing machines, televisions, and the family cars. Hi, Junaid. Fitted carpet, three pieces, suit, washing machine, television, family cars. Young and remote. करना पड़ेगा. Young and would make a similar point with respect to the symmetrical stage three family. They argue in its capacity as a consumer, the family has also made a crucial alliance with technology. So the family has not declined in its functions, rather it has been supplemented by other institutions of the society. They are in the capacity as a consumer. Family has also made crucial alliance with technology. Industry needs both a market for its goods and motivated. Yes, so industry is both market for its goods and motivated workforce. The symmetrical family provides. So Young and Wilmot also admits that the symmetrical family it provides the capitalist mode of production. Uh, but it helps the capitalist mode of production by ensuring active supply of the labor through the process of reproduction. The symmetrical family provides workers who are motivated to work by the desire for consumer durables. A desire of consumer durable. The desire stems from the high value they place on the family and the privatized lifestyle in the family home. So, how the family has become the unit of consumption. ओके जुनैद, मुझे नहीं पता था. आई डोंट नो. स्टेट लेवल का मुझे नहीं पता, मतलब कौन सा एग्ज़ाम हो रहा है अभी. The symmetrical family provides workers with who are motivated to work for the desire for the consumer durables. The desire stems from the high value they place on the family and privatized lifestyle in the family home. This provides ready a market for the products for the industry. So it's the family. It helps in ensuring a ready-made market for the capitalism, wherein they can sell their goods. They depend upon the family choices, family cultures to sell their goods and services. In this, the family performs important economic functions and is functionally related to the economic system. In Young and Wilmot's was the family and the technology have achieved a mutual adaptation. So these are the important lines and that we can quote in our exam, according to the thinkers. So in Young and Wilmot was the family and the technology have achieved a mutual adaptation. So family and the technology they have adapted mutually. Feminism and the economic functions that they perform. So now, the most of the sociologists have argued that the functions of the family has changed. It has remained only unit of consumption rather than the production. But feminists argue that the family is still a unit of production, wherein the care works are done by the women. However, it is not counted in the GDP of the country. There is no valuable incentive, article. There is no valuable incentive for the care work performed by the women. प्लान बी मास्टर्स लॉ में मास्टर्स कर रही हूँ मैं. So feminist writers have attended to disagree with the view shared by many sociologists of the family that the family has lost its economic roles as a unit of production, same what I said, and has become simply a unit of consumption. We tend to argue that much of the work that takes place in the family is so much of the work that takes place in the family is productive, but it is not recognized as such because it is unpaid. So much of the work that takes place in the family is productive, but it is not recognized as such because it is unpaid, and it is usually done by women. The contribution to economic life made by the women is frequently underestimated. So, women's care work is not recognized by the economic institutions of the GDP. The country do not count their work. They are not incentivized for performing housework or care work. Okay. So, the contribution to the economic life. Contribution to the economic life made by the women is frequently underestimated. Economic life is underestimated. Radical families Christian Delphi and Diana Miller. So now what do they argue? Christian Delphi and Diana Miller accept that industrialization created new units of production such as factories, but deny that it removes the productive functions from the family. Some productive functions that have been lost, but others are replaced to a much higher standard than in the past. The side examples: warm and tidy rooms with attention to decor, and more complex meals with a variety of forms of cooking. The family has taken on some new productive functions such as giving preschool, reading tuition to children, and functions such as washing clothes and freezing food have been reintroduced to the household with the advent of the new consumer products. Delphi and Leonard also point out there are still a fair number of families which continue to act as economic units producing goods for the market. French farming families which have been studied by Christian Dior in the case of that. So also gives the example wherein the family is still involved in the unit of production, wherein the members of the family they collectively produce for the market. The new units of production factors, but it remove the productive of functions of the family. Some productive functions have been lost, but others are performed to a much higher standard in the past. Higher standard than the past. These are the examples of warm and tidy. Examples of warm and tidy rooms, uh, heating the food, potential decor, complex meals. Some similarly productive functions such as giving preschool, reading tuition to children, and functions such as washing clothes, freezing food, have been reintroduced in the family with the advent of the new consumer products. So how the new consumer products led to new productive role within the family. नहीं, मुझे नहीं जाना सॉर्ट सर्विस कमीशन वगैरह में. आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड जुनैद, इंटरेस्टेड ही नहीं हूँ. हाय विक्रम. So Delphin Leonard also point out there are still a fair number of families which continue to act as economic units producing goods for the market. Christian Delphi and Diana Leonard. So Delphi also point out there are still a fair number of families which continue to act as economic units producing goods. So those who are my subscriber, वो आई मीन टू से वो मेरे साथ एक साल एक जर्नी में रह सकते हैं मेरी जर्नी देखने के लिए कि मैं कहाँ तक पहुँचती हूँ. ठीक है. एंड लेटर वी कैन सी यू कैन अप्रिसिएट or not appreciate me, depends what if I'll achieve my goal or not. So stay with me to see what will I do in my life. Okay. Guys, give me 2 minutes. I'm coming back. मुझे थोड़ा सेटिंग्स में चेंजेस लाने हैं.